it is frustrating. I mean, you give yourself a chance to, to win a game on the road, and those weren't the only two, situations. We had some turnovers late. Didn't get shots to the rim, but those offensive rebounds that you spoke of they're kind of like backbreaking. You got an opportunity to get a stop with time. You still have your timeouts. You can, go the other way, but got to finish possessions.
You guys had done a pretty good job on LaVine and DeRozan most of the night, but then they kind of catch fire there in that fourth. Is that just two great players doing their thing, or do they kind of do something to try to free them up a little bit more?
No, I think, two good players, and you knew at halftime they, were probably underperforming. We knew both those two as well as Vooch were going to, step up and try to be more aggressive, and all three of them were. They impacted that second half. You still have an opportunity. It's as well as they played. We made some shots in that fourth quarter, and just couldn't get enough stops late, and obviously securing defensive rebounds. But the turnovers I thought were an issue all night. Those are valuable possessions. When you're shorthanded, you got to make sure we get something. You got to get a shot off. So taking care of the ball, obviously missed another handful of free throws. That's been a theme. Threes are threes. I think eventually we'll see it go in, but we got to take care of the free throws.
We talked pregame about everybody having to contribute when you're shorthanded. How do you evaluate that tonight?
Well, there's a lot of mistakes, coverage mistakes, but I can't fault the effort. I thought our guys played hard. We tried to compete. It's tough. Guys are playing different roles at times, different positions. Playing combinations that we haven't seen much yet this year. But to their credit, they were able to, figure it out. We were able to stay in the game. You come up short.
What did you see from Denny tonight in terms of kind of a bounce back performance?
I thought he bounced back well. He was very aggressive. More downhill. Made some plays in pick and rolls. I thought he defended, relatively well. Was able to do so without fouling. He played with a different level of confidence, which was good to see.
Can you speculate on how he kind of regrouped there?
Honestly, I have no idea. I mean, sometimes you're going to have stretches where things don't go your way. You're going to have some tough nights. But you have to figure it out. You got to aid in your own recovery, and and obviously his teammates are going to rally around him. We're going to try and help him, but at some point you have to figure, what can I do better? And I think he figured that out tonight.
Early, Kristaps left for that stretch in the first quarter. What happened? Did he?
He stepped on a foot, slight ankle sprain. Thankfully, he was able to come back and play the vast majority of the game.
From there on out?
Oh, I mean, you could tell he was, it was bothering him a little bit, but he was able to gut through it.
Feeling okay, a little sore, of course, normal, but yeah, we'll see. It's honestly a little bit hard to tell now. Once it's cooled down, I think that's when I'm going to feel it.
Kind of fluky, just stepped on somebody?
Yeah, as I was going to contest the shot, Caruso, I think I came down on his foot and just rolled it.
You guys are kind of going down the stretch back and forth in that crazy fourth quarter, and it will just pull away at the end. I guess what was the biggest difference down in those last couple minutes from your perspective?
I think they executed a bit better. They kind of ran their stuff, got some open, decent looks, and we didn't. We weren't as sharp maybe as they were. They were, and that's experience, that's communication, that's a little bit of like details. And yeah, just they were just a bit better down the stretch, But hats off to our guys, to our young guys. Everybody played super hard, even though we're maybe missing shots, missing free throws, turning the ball over. We're all over the place. It wasn't the best quality game from us, but we're all trying hard and we're playing hard, and I think that's one thing we have to keep going. It's just now about about cleaning up that stuff and remembering that this is not a sprint, this is a marathon. So we have to just keep harping on the good things, and sooner or later we'll get there.
How tough is DeRozan to slow when he really is looking for his own offense?
Yeah, he's also one of the clutchest players in the league. I would say he's always hitting big shots down the stretch, drawing fouls. I think Denny did a good job on him early on. Fought through some screens, got him to turn the ball over, jump out of bounds with the ball in his hands and stuff. So I think Denny did a hell of a job. But yeah, he's one of the best players in the league, and he showed that down the stretch.
What did you see from Denny in terms of how he performed tonight after a game in which he wasn't happy with his own?
Yeah, I think he bounced back well. We were talking before the game. We were like, hey, we're gonna have a good one. We're gonna, get in a rhythm. And I think he made some big plays today. Scored some big baskets. Made some good plays for his teammates. Like he was feeling well, and that's the version of Denny that we need. And not overthinking, just playing his basketball and being that playmaker for us that we need him to be.
You guys are shorthanded, guys are playing in different roles and trying to figure out different combinations and things like that. I mean, obviously not happy with the end score, but overall, how do you think you guys did, trying to figure it out shorthanded?
Yeah, as I said, I think there's a lot of things that we did good. Like the way we fought this game was like our energy was good. It was where it needs to be. Everybody that came in gave us something. It just stings. But again, we want to come up with a win, but it is what it is. This is what you get. It's about the details. It's about the details, and as I said, sooner or later we'll get it. But we have to. With every game, we have to go in with a fresh mind and take it as an opportunity and get better, and we'll get there.
A little bit more of the double big lineup tonight, even a little bit of Taj and Gaff playing alongside each other. What have you guys seen from that sort of strategy?
It's good. It's good. I think sometimes when we're losing the rebounding battle a bit. The other night when I was with Gaff out there, and tonight it makes a difference. Two bigs rebounding there. I feel like nobody can out rebound us. Nobody can shoot over us when we're down there. At least one of us is down there. Helping our teammates and stuff. So I like it. It's an adjustment, of course. I have to be more in the perimeter. But yeah, we'll find a way either way. If I'm the lone big, the only five, or it's 4 and 5, me and Gaff, we'll figure out a way how we can be effective.
And they made some shots, and they got some key rebounds. We was unable to execute. I think it got loud in there, and we kind of had some flat possessions. But, yeah, that's what I really think happened.
How well do you think you guys fought there when you were shorthanded?
I mean, we always going to give it our all. We got a very good team, so we just knew if we go out there and compete, shots will fall, but we can't feel sorry for ourselves for being, single-handedly and not having, all the guys, so we just got to, deal with what we got and go out there and compete every night. We expect to win, but we fell short tonight.
One of your better shot-making nights of the season, scoring department. Was
Yeah.
something feel different, something schematic, or what?
No, it's a long season, man. I mean, if you look at my career, my first October, November, every season of my career, I never shot the ball well. I come around December, January, and then once I get comfortable, everything cool. I'm a professional. Shots to go in. I'm a hard worker, so I don't really dwell on it. But yeah, I'm healthy too, so that helps.